Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new around here, my name is Nyapot and I'm a mother to 3 boys and married to my husband Skylar. We've been married for about 10 years now. So in this video today I am going to be talking about simplicity and just simply simplifying. So we have 3 boys. Our youngest one is 3 months old. And to be honest, you guys, I have been constantly readjusting and trying to find a good system for my family of 5. Now, one of those things is meal making, so prepping our meals. We are big rice people. We love eating rice. My husband and I, from earlier on in our marriage, we started off with just loving rice, and then we brought our kids along and now they also love rice. So one of the ways to simplify is making our meals kind of like in bulk and doing something easy and quick that doesn't take too much, I guess, brain power to make. So something that has been easy is making like a beef stew. And this has been, before we usually eat a lot of chicken, but as of recent I'm like, let's kind of switch it up a little bit and add some red meat in there. And so we've been doing some stew. Now, because this has been a hit in my family, I decided that this is something I'm going to incorporate into our just our daily meals, or not our daily meals, but our weekly meals, making this beef stew. So it's red onion and then some beef, and then honestly I just kind of put different seasonings, and I don't measure a ton, or I just kind of I just put it all in there and figure it out and taste it as I go. But the main ingredients that I do use when I am cooking like this base are it's called maji, but it's pretty much just bouillon cubes, garlic powder, onion powder, some beta, and that's like that red package right there. It's a spice and it's really spicy, but I put it in there for flavor, to just kind of add a little bit of heat, and for the color. And then I go in with my bouillon cubes, about 2 or 3, just depending on how much the meat is. Growing up in a Sudanese household, we were used to eating a lot of leftovers, and that was because my mom, when she would cook, she would make a big batch of whatever the thing she was making. So say we were eating malag, which is like a stew, we would eat that probably for like the entire week. And I know it probably sounds like, what, are you not getting tired of eating that same thing like every day? Honestly, we weren't, because it tasted really good, but it brought also a lot of simplicity. Now as a mother, I completely understand that, because trying to think of what to make every single day is a lot. Mind you, you have like 1,000 other things you're doing as a parent. Just to think of meals every single day, it's a lot. So making food in bulk so my family can eat it for like 3, 4, maybe 5 days is going to simplify my life. So that is something that we are just incorporating into my household, where we are going to have rice and some beef or chicken, and it's going to be yummy, but we are going to have that for a minute, because it's going to make my life, my husband's life, a little bit simple. And of course we're going to always like add some vegetables or just something else on the side, to give a variety, so it's not super bland. But this dish was super delicious. My husband loved it, and he always adds basil. He's actually been growing some basil out in our backyard, and it always just makes the food a little bit more fresh. So another thing that I am simplifying in my home are our toys. The kids have a lot of toys, you guys, and I hope I'm not the only one on here, but it gets to the point where it's so overwhelming sometimes, like constantly picking up so many toys. So I actually just bought a couple of totes from Target, because what I'm going to do is, and I already did it this week, but I did not show it in this video, but is just minimize the toys, like giving them a few options, and a few options for the toys and a few options for the books, because in our living space I always have like the two totes, and they get so full. Sometimes I end up bringing a third one just because now the toys are overflowing. But what I need to do is just keep it minimal by just removing all of those toys and putting them in the basement and hiding them away, and then each week switching them out, because they get bored with the toys and then they're not playing with them and they're just sitting there for a hot minute. So, and I've actually seen other moms talk about doing this, where they will rotate out toys so the kids aren't getting so bored. And that is something that honestly I've always admired, and I thought about it, but I have not gotten into it. But now I am. I got my two totes. They're not in this video, but they are here. And it's just gonna make our life simple. It's gonna minimize. We need minimal. Minimal. So does anybody have clothes that they still own from 10, 15, and maybe even 20 years ago? Okay, because I definitely do. So this is another thing, another area in my life that I am simplifying. I am trying to minimize the amount of clothes that I have, you guys. I literally still have the same stuff, the same clothes from like 10, 15 years ago. And the thing is, when I'm like trying to purge and clear out my closet, I'm like, okay, you know what, let me get rid of this, send it to the Goodwill. But then for some reason I go back into the bag and I'm like, you know what? I think I'll actually keep that because I can see it going with this outfit and that outfit. And then I just never wear it. So I'm just like, you know what? This is a new year. I need to just completely be strong, get rid of those clothes that I have not been wearing, that have been sitting in my closet for way too long. And my husband, honestly, he needs to do the same thing. I'm reminded of Marie Kondo. Do you guys remember her from Netflix, where she would like come in and help people tidy up their house? And yeah, that's actually what I'm thinking about right now, because that's what I need to do with this bedroom, with our closet, is just get rid of some of the stuff and tidy it up, which then will completely bring a minimal feel, a simplified feel to my life. So these are just kind of some of the areas where I am going to be simplifying. I have already started, but I'm not totally where I want to be yet. And that's okay. I'm also still, like just 3-4 months almost postpartum. So I'm taking my time, giving myself grace, and I'm going to get there. But if you feel like this video resonated with you, like you have things that you feel like you need to simplify in your life, it doesn't have to be like mom things or your house or anything like that, but just simplifying certain things, please share it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye.